Well, hello, hello, hello. It is Latanya Washington and it is Monday afternoon. Normally, I'm here for night school at 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But guess what? I'm only 20 minutes beforehand. And normally, of course, as you all know, I tend to do interviews of groups of people, entrepreneurs, business professionals, business owners. So they can shed light on the things that they do, give us tips and tricks on all of those major things out there that we, as business owners, as business professionals, as entrepreneurs, can take, utilize, and glean. But hey, you all know I am here because I am here to help guide you through understanding your customer, your client, your consumer, and also to help you get more clarity on the sales process because everyone goes through a process. But today, you all, I wanted to talk about the algorithms and the hashtags because we get these questions all the time like, what is an algorithm? What is the hashtag? How do I utilize this for better business, for business growth, for brand awareness, for lead generation, all those things that you're looking to get, even visibility, whatever that thing might be. But I wanted to kind of shed some light on this for you. And I'm only going to be here for a minute. These are really quick interviews right here. But let me first share with you guys exactly what an algorithm is because you hear it all the time, but may not particularly know what it is. So an algorithm, you guys, I always say they're like little spiders that go out in the night, but basically an algorithm is really a set of instructions that are telling a computer exactly what to do, what to look for, what messaging is out there, what people are talking about. And a lot of times these algorithms are put together through code. You know, you've heard of coders, programmers, computer programmers, people that are in the industry, IT, that kind of put a set of things together, codes for algorithms to literally find certain things, especially now they're looking. And this is why I always say, you guys, customers are where it's at. You know what people are talking, you are literally a customer. So what people are talking about in the industry or out in these here streets, these algorithms are set to find out what's trending, what are most people talking about. And I'm giving you all some nuggets right now because everyone, no matter what industry you are in, there is something that's trending in it. The question just becomes, you know, is it trending that week? Is it trending for an entire month? Is it trending for a day? And you just have to follow it. That's why marketing at the end of the day it's all about research. It's all about paying attention. It's all about putting your ear to the ground and listening to what people are talking about. And so that's what algorithms do. They search out. They are coded. It's a code to literally go out and see what people are talking, and it's going through the feeds. You know, just like you go through the feeds and things pop in your feed that you're like, I just looked that up yesterday. Well, the algorithms are paying attention, and we call that big data. It's paying attention to everything that you're doing. And then when we talk about the hashtag, you all, what literally is a hashtag? Because we see the little number sign, and then we see a few words creating a hashtag. But basically, you all, a hashtag is just a group. It's a message put together, but it's focused on a certain topic. So if I'm talking about leadership or if I'm talking about politics, I always want to use a hashtag focused in on what I'm talking about. It could be called, you know, the political agenda. Maybe there is an agenda coming out. We know here in California, we're talking about the recall. So literally, if I were to go on these social media platforms right now and typed in Governor Newsom or California recall, my stuff is going to move. It's going to move up because it's what's trending right now, and it's what people are looking for, especially here in California. Once again, you got to pay attention to it all. And so that's exactly what it does. And so you utilize a hashtag based on the conversation or the topic that you are talking about. Now, here's the difference. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The algorithms changing. They change all the time. I say they have a mind of their own. I don't even know if coders or programmers know how to take control of the algorithms because they're doing their own thing. Even hashtags are now changing. And so I wanted to jump in and share with you all. You have to be diligent on changing your hashtags. You have to be diligent on doing the research and say, okay, what is trending? What can I jump in on and utilize? Because if you don't, say I've been using the same hashtags for I would say for the past 3 months. Well, and I'm gonna tell you what began to happen to me. I'm gonna put myself out there. I'm just posting. But next thing I begin to say, I'm like, wait a minute, my numbers are decreasing. But good information, but we're always watching and researching. My digital marketing specialist is on point doing her job, and I'm looking and I'm like, why did it look like my numbers were decreasing? Well, I began to realize we utilized our hashtags for too long, and it was time to change up the hashtags. And so you have to be very, very cognizant of what it is that you're utilizing, because if you don't, and you're using hashtags that maybe you've been using like 5 months straight in a row, you know what, you put yourself even in the line of fire of being shadow banned. What do I mean by shadow banned? What I mean is no one will see your post or your information, and you're sitting there like, what in the world just happened to me? Because it was a certain hashtag that you utilized that has been banned, or they're no longer using. It's gone. And so you have to pay attention to that and utilize the particular hashtags that you really, really need to do some research on. And literally, this is the key. You have to use hashtags that are relevant to exactly what it is that you are talking about, just like I said previously. Another thing you want to begin to do, you all, and I teach this to my students. Hey, students, if you are here on LinkedIn, if I haven't taught this to you guys yet, it'll either come in advance or it'll come in a little bit later. But there are certain ways and certain things that I teach where you can see the different hashtags that people use, but you always want to keep your hashtags. I never use hashtags that are in the millions, because if I use hashtags in the millions, guess what? I'm in competition with all these other folk using that same hashtag, and I will never literally be found unless I just got my same old group of people that are always in my feed looking. But if I'm looking to connect to other people outside of my own followers, then you want to stay. And of course, I always tell people, you're never too old to learn. You're never too old to be coached. I have coaches, and they ain't cheap, okay? But you always want to make sure that you stay. Don't use hashtags that are in the millions. As a matter of fact, I only use hashtags that are in, in the 100,000s, 200, somewhere around that note. Even I'll go even below and look at, 50,000. And so there are ways in which you can find out what hashtags are at that number. So if you're looking for hashtags at the below that amount, you once again don't use hashtags that are utilized in the millions. Now, you can put them in your feed. However, I would definitely suggest starting to use hashtags that are below a certain number. All right. Some places that you can go to really, really help you out to give you suggestions on hashtags and to really, really help you use the right ones so you can utilize it for brand awareness, whatever you're looking for. Hootsuite. Honestly, Hootsuite used to be free. Well, they may still have a free version, but now, of course, honestly, Hootsuite really got it going on. There is a fee for Hootsuite, but it gives you so much. You know what? You can utilize Hootsuite to find the hashtags that are trending. They'll even give you suggestions of hashtags to use in regards to the topic of relevance that you are utilizing. You want to begin to utilize. I'm gonna tell you all, nothing's free. You're going to pay for something. Okay. You're going to pay for knowledge. You're going to pay for information. You'll get freebie. Like right now, this is a freebie, but to get deeper into it, it's a price that has to be paid. Hey, I got Create and Launch Marketing Program. It's available. And so you want to be able to use things like maybe Hootsuite. Another one is it's called hashtag. What is it called? Hashtify. I wrote it down. It's Hashtagify. It's really, really nice too. And then of course, Sprout Social. Sprout Social has been around for a long time. And so you want to begin to utilize certain tools, marketing tools that are out there when it comes to particular hashtags, you guys, because it is consistently changing. I don't know. I'm telling you, even though you have the programmers programming in these algorithms, I'm telling you, it's like they become a brand all by themselves. But the key thing is that I always want you guys to remember, that's why I'm always about the customer. I'm about customer culture. At the end of the day, it's the customer who rules. And so whatever people are talking about within the industry, no matter what industry it is, those algorithms are going to pick up. Those hashtags are going to begin to be utilized by specific keywords and by specific messaging that is being used. But you constantly have to pay attention because hashtags will change, but you have to be very, very strategic. Come on, you all. When you're on social media, either you are here for three reasons. Either you are here just to connect with family and friends. You are here to do business, either B2B, B2C. When I say B2B, I'm talking business to business, or B2C, business to consumer. Oh, you just here just to be nosy. Which one is it? One, two, or three? Nosy, just to connect with family and friends, or to do business. You know, most people here, I won't say, well, a lot of people, depending on what platform you're on, are here to gain traffic. They're here to do business. They have a product or they have a service, or they want people to hear them say what it is that they have to say. And so I wanted to share that light on those things, that hashtag and those algorithms, you guys, for you guys, and just give you some of the marketing tools that are out there available to you so you don't have to do so much work. You can even do Twitter search. Twitter, the truth be told, Twitter is the originator. Twitter is the one who really started these hashtags. So you can literally even go on Twitter and just put in hashtags and see what begins to pop up. All right. See what people are talking about. See what people are utilizing. All right. But that's all I wanted to say to you all this afternoon. Have a great week. Be productive. Get things done. Do not procrastinate. And do not utilize excuses that are going to keep you from getting to the place where you know you need to be. All right. Stay encouraged, you guys. And I'll talk to you again real soon. I'm sure I'll be back this week. All right. Talk to you soon.